Hi, good people. This is Deborah. I hope you have a beautiful day today. This is the second month, the 25th day, and the 25th year, not the 26th year. All information provided on this channel is for educational purposes only, and this channel does not promote or encourage misuse of the information. I will describe my point of view and how I see things. I encourage you uh, to always consider your intuition and discernment. Take what resonates with you and what does not resonate with you, put it on the shelf and throw it away. Now, the original Aleph, now called alphabets, uh, were never just a set of letters. It was a living system of conscious. It was named Aleph in the beginning. It started off as Aleph and then it went to alphabet, a sequence of frequencies, numbers, movement, and energies. Each letter carry a body, function, sound, number, and awareness, forming a unified system designed to awaken perception. Perception is intuition and knowing, inner knowing, not to enforce obedience or hierarchy. Aleph represents the source. The source is the daughter. You're always talking about the source, where she was the first created source. Okay, she came from the infinite. So now you know the difference. Source is the daughter, infinite is the great mother. Okay, her form is in the daughter, and her spark is in us as humans down here. The daughter was the first emanation, she was the first created. So the original principle, that's what she was, the original principle, okay? Which is feminine and masculine. At the same time, the alphabet unfolds from Aleph as a series of frequent states, mapping the emergence, which means come from, motion, structure, breath, connection, and completion consciousness. Each stage from 1 to 400. So the Alex goes like 1 through 10, and then it goes from 1 to 10, and then 20 to 400. Okay, that's how the Alex went, and that's how they are. And you'll find them over in Psalms 119 if you have a King James Bible. Uh, Aware and life force, calculating and manifestation and completion and matter. Matter, is physical. Corruption entered when letters was reduced to fixed sounds, separate from numbers and body, and taught as linear symbols under authority. The system became a tool for fracturing intuition, trapping consciousness in the left brain, replacing inner knowing while eternal rules. Okay? Replacing inner knowing while replacing external with replacing inner knowing with eternal rules. That's what they've done. They taught everyone to go outside of themselves. So what I'm trying to do is to get you to go back inside yourself and not be afraid of yourself and listen to your intuition, because if you have a soul, it's there. Schooling reinforced early. The corruption took place in school. Teaching symbols before meanings, uh, memorizing over experience, and authority over perception. Perception is the intuition, creating patterns that feel like being under a spell. Okay, that's what they did in the system. And it happened from grade school, middle school, high school, and college. Okay? And many are still under that spell that they were taught. All you have to do is be untaught. Okay? That's all you have to do. Accept what is being put in your psyche, and you'll be good to go, and just keep on accepting what's put in your psyche. and then you'll come up out that illusion, that spell. Uh, Yet this condition is learned and not magical, and it can be unlearned through awareness. Someone asks, "How do I come up out of it?" When it is given to you through your thought, accept it, and keep on accepting your first thought. And I'll keep on telling you your first thought. Now, if you don't have a soul, you're only going to have one thought, and that's all you can go by, and that in books. And you gravitate to books because all you got is one thought, and that is the illusion. That's what you have. But as a soul being, you have two thoughts, and they'll tell you that that's schizophrenia, which is a lie. And they also tell you that you're bipolar. They made both what is natural for a soul child. They made it a condition, which is not. Don't accept that. Go through the process, people. Uh, so it's something that you can unlearn through awareness, reflection, and conscious engagement with language. Words regain their original power when used intentionally, aligned with consciousness, frequency, and life force. Let me just tell you this: the core truth, living alphabet is a map of consciousness, not a tool of domination. When used consciously, it awakens, empowers, and restores inner knowing. Corruption is not inherent, it is a distortion of method, not of essence. So I want you to understand this particular video is part two of the cycles of the soul on the earth. Now, I have added the list, uh, the numbers, the Alephs. So when you're mapping your soul cycle, look at that list of number and words, and that is what you're going to use to map your soul cycle. I've also added the very first video I did on alphabets. I've added that uh, at the bottom of the video itself. Um, and so this is part two of the cycles of the soul on the earth. This is part two of two. Okay. So today I will be on TikTok, which is today is Wednesday, 2/25. I will be on TikTok today, and I will be talking about the 28 days, the month having 28 days, which it does not, at 5 p.m. today, Central Standard Time. Come join me. I am Deborah Speaks on TikTok as well. So until I meet you, uh, until I do another post, have a good one, good people.